I want to share with you how to avoid losing your first $1,000,000. Okay. Most people, first of all, if you ever make $1,000,000, you should be extremely grateful. Most people will never do it. I did it by 38, but I made a mistake, and that mistake was caused by fear. But 85% of lottery winners that win hundreds of millions of dollars go broke within 5 years. The reason it is because of their habits, their mindset. Now, if you make your first $1,000,000, unless you make it and you grew up with money, you'll probably have some guidance. But if you haven't, this is why you want to watch this channel, because I will guide you through life experiences of a top producing, self-made, meaning I had stuttering problems, confidence issues. Everything was developed in me to become worthy of making $1,000,000. I made over 14 million, but I had a million plus net. Then I went through a divorce. Then I made a couple mistakes. But the biggest mistake I made when I got $2 million in my bank, I wanted to put it all to work, and I did it out of state with under 50 doors. So if you're ever buy out of state, you want to buy 50 doors or more. And I couldn't have planned this. I'm pretty sure God planned it perfect himself. Rates have never gone up 4% in history since the 80s, but I didn't know that, and didn't know they could move that much. Been in real estate for 22 years, but overnight the rates went up, and I was sitting on 15 properties at the time, 7 of them getting remodeled. With everything that could have went wrong. And the moral of this message is, one of the things I learned from selling real estate and applies to all businesses, the 33% rule. If you make 100,000, you live on 33, you save 33, and you invest 33. If I would have stuck to that rule when I had 300 plus in the bank for the first time in my life, I would have only invested 100,000. I would have spent the 100 on me, and I would have saved 100. Therefore, I would have bought maybe one home at a time and fixed it up. But no, I did 7 because I'm extreme, because extremity got me to where I was. But now that I've gone through those things, I can tell you, if you make $1,000,000 in your 30s, which most of the time people make it in their 50s or 60s, it's real easy to make $1,000,000. All you got to do is be consistent and really buy a house or 2 and be consistent. By the time you're 50, you'd be a millionaire. It's easy. So doing it in your 30s is quite a lot more difficult, especially when you work and you build it. So I saved until I started buying, and then I over leveraged a couple times. But I learned a lot of lessons, and here's a lesson for you. Don't be so hard on yourself. Keep growing yourself. If you made $1,000,000, you can make $1,000,000 a year. It's actually pretty simple. Most ever made was $650,000, but it takes money to make money. It either takes money or your time. So the last few years I've had a lot of time, so I've been developing my mind, and now I'm working on making $1,000,000 a year. And it's not about the money, it's about the personal growth. So if you're a pastor on here watching this, there's pastors that speak wealth, and there's pastors that speak in fear. I don't believe in the fear one. I believe in wealth. I believe God wants us to be abundant and spread his word. And that's what I'm here today. So if you guys enjoy this channel, where I'll be teaching real estate, investing, development, and I will start doing more real estate training once a week. And if you would like to learn more about how to make your first $1,000,000 in real estate, go ahead and message me, and I'll get you some information personally myself.